Hey everyone, we out here in the middle of nature, baby. Shout out to Ralph Smart. Look him up if you're looking for really um, great videos about spirituality and just all types of stuff. Uh, Anyways, how are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are doing amazing. Remember, always ask yourself how you're doing, what's going on. Remember that the momentum that you continue in is the momentum that you continue in. And you can break that momentum in every moment. I, you know, sometimes may feel like I'm not doing enough, and I get on here and I break that momentum. I talk about how I'm feeling, and that is enough. That is most definitely enough. We're out here in nature, feeling all of the vibes. Like, look at that. Let's see a picture. Thumbnail. Okay. Um, but love coming out here, and I guess I just wanted to talk about um how I'm feeling. Um, so after a very um confusing day yesterday, confusing is the best word that I can find. At the lake house, I came home and had an even more confusing day because the confusion translated to my mom and my aunt and my boyfriend. And I realized, it's not them, it's actually me who's responsible for that confusion. You know, um, I thought that I was, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But what's important is how we respond, not react, but respond with kindness and compassion and then with honesty. I talked to my family, and there's still a lot that I feel like needs to be settled, but right now, right here is where I'm at, and I'm only gonna take the next best step and the next best step. And I know that sometimes it's hard to decipher what the next best step is, but I'll tell you, the next best step is up to Spirit to decide. And Spirit never says no. Let me tell y'all that right now. Spirit never says no. So I just let Spirit talk to me. I let Spirit talk to me. Sometimes it's tough love, Sometimes if it's not a hard yes to something, you feel like you have to talk to Spirit, and it'll be like, no, don't do it. If it's not a hard yes, then don't do it. I was, and this is for another video, but I've had a struggle with, marijuana. Yes, I have smoked in the past. I used to smoke heavily, but that's just not something that I think I'm into anymore. I became addicted to it, and I, kind of felt like I was in denial about it because it didn't make me feel great. It just kind of made me feel what I was already feeling. And I thought, well, why am I smoking this into my body? Why am I putting this into my body? Is it because I feel like I want to and I really need to, or is it for other reasons? And then the opportunity became available to me today, and I was actually debating in my head. And there's nothing wrong with having a debate with yourself, but remember, the more that you focus on an issue, a problem, the larger it becomes. So I had to make a choice right there and then. Am I not gonna smoke, or am I gonna smoke? And I was realizing and noticing how the idea of wanting to smoke made me act different. It made my vibration shift to something more about the ego, like trying to prove something. And I had to listen for Spirit's answer, and Spirit communicates with us in all different types of ways. In my case, it was a little roulette thing, a little 8-ball moment. And I asked the universe, because I feel like yes and no answers, the universe tells you. The universe will let you know, and you know by the way that you feel. And when I say universe, I'm talking about God, I'm talking about whatever you believe in that will take you to the next level of feeling your true authentic self. But yeah, I asked that little 8-ball girl, or boy, sorry, I do not discriminate, but I asked that 8-ball, and that girl said nope. And then I asked her again, I was like, 2 out of 3? She said hell no. And I had to take that. I was like, okay. And you know what's crazy was that yesterday I was even offered the opportunity to smoke, and my body instantly reacted. As soon as I was asked the question, there was no debate. It was no. And then afterwards, I started having the debate. But then my boyfriend made me realize you didn't even want to beforehand. So, and then also my body just showed me in that moment, like, no, I didn't need that. So why do I need it now? That doesn't mean that I will never smoke a day in my life. But I'm talking about right here, right now, how I'm feeling with my mental state. That's not for me right now. It's okay. I feel like sometimes we blame ourselves for so much that goes on around us. We blame ourselves. But it's important to keep in mind that everything is going to be okay. And I know how tough that may sound, but everything is going to be okay, and you're enough. I just need to let you know that first, that you are enough. You're doing more than enough, and everything will be okay. I need you to know that before anything. Always remember that. And if you don't feel that way in that moment, believe it. Believe it. Find that belief. If you don't feel like that, find the belief that everything will be okay. There's a balance to life, and light gotta balance negative, negative gotta balance light. That doesn't mean that if you do something negative, or if you feel like you're doing something negative, it's not that. It's just karma has a way of always teaching us a lesson, no matter what. It's always going to teach us a lesson. If we have something, it's going to teach us to appreciate it. If we don't, it's going to teach us to strive for that. But don't ever feel like you're a failure, because you're not. And also, and I'm speaking on the drama that happened last night, I felt like I needed to do more. I felt like maybe I did something wrong, but that has nothing to do with me. The only thing that I needed to do was separate myself from that type of energy, separate myself. And when I'm ready to address that, take care of myself first and foremost. But when I'm ready, then I can address that. But first things first, take care of myself. Because that type of energy, we're talking about it, wake up in the morning, now I'm talking about it again, and I'm talking about it, they're talking about it. It stuck with me. And then I blew up because I'm bottling it in. I'm like ignoring it. It's not about ignoring it. It's just about focusing on healing yourself first. Healing what's going on inside first. That means talk to yourself. That means come out to nature. You see what I mean? Yeah, babes. Every step that you take in bettering yourself is like, do things with ease. Don't work twice as hard if you don't have to, but always ask yourself how you're feeling and have that relationship with yourself. Alright, babes, I've talked to y'all long enough, and thank you guys so much for staying here and watching. Yeah, this has been a great video, and I hope that you all can find that inner voice inside. I hope that you are guided. I hope that you feel your very best. I wish you all the best, and I know that we're all in this together, and we're gonna get through anything. You are all my family, and we're all family together. There's no me, there's no you, there's us. There's all of us. Human race. Okay? I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, babes.